Hi dear friends, my name is Sergey Shevelev, I'm the founder of Moychay, and today I will introduce to you great news. For a long time we discussed with the team and also with our T-lover friends, with all of you actually. I heard many times, oh Sergey, why you just don't do a tea subscription? Because so many companies do that, and for many years we do tea, we never done it actually. And now I decided to do it finally. So we have very interesting solution, because many of you actually from time to time maybe participated in my tea sessions here in Amsterdam, or in other cities in Europe, or in our planet, in other countries, whatever. I travel around the world quite often and do tea ceremonies in our tea houses and also in friendly venues. And I often share some tea from my collection. Actually, most of the tea I share is a tea from my collection. And this collection is quite huge. It's actually a few tons of tea which I collected for years. Sometimes it's samples, sometimes it's kind of collected tea which I just preserve for certain reasons. And now I just realized it's really a lot. It's really a lot. And some teas I have like, okay, only one cake of Pu-erh. Some teas I have only one small tiny bag of, for example, Pu-erh made from Teguani, actually experimental batch, very unpleasant packaging, but it's a test sample from the factory, how it looks like. And actually I have a lot of aged oolongs, many types, and if I counted, maybe thousands of different types of tea. And some of the teas are quite interesting, I can say even most of, because those who are not deserve to be stored in my collection I just don't collect. So I mostly collected something really specific and unique, and also batches of our previously made tea, like for example like this cake which we made from nanoshine material 7 years ago, or 6 years ago, sorry. And yeah, for example, this tea which we pressed in 2016 or 2017. Yeah, and this cake from Manku, Bandoshan. Yeah, so many teas which I collected from our previous batches, because we started to produce our Pu-erh tea and Yunnan more than 10 years ago actually. Some is already aged, we can say, not only other factories but even our own brand tea. So I decided to make a subscription from these teas. Most of all, it will be Pu-erh tea, Shen Pu-erh, ripe Shu Pu-erh, and aged oolongs. And most of Pu-erhs also are aged, so maybe later we'll include some fresh teas, like maybe red or fresh oolongs or maybe green teas. But at least this first subscription box will be from Pu-erh tea and aged oolong. And cost of this box will be €180. It will be around 500-600 grams of very specially selected tea. We think it will be more than 15 types of tea samples, and from each of the cake there will be mostly, at least will be for sure, this yellow shine aged Shen, more than 15 years aged. This year gone by, it's from 2013, 11 years aged. Some what I already shown you to our nano shine from the trees, Pu-erh cake. So there will be piece of all of this. Also this purple Zia bean, which actually from 2017. Also purple Pu-erh tea, which is quite interesting. Also very rare, actually it's Ich-and-Hao. It's very famous tea cake from 2003, I do believe, yeah. And this is a very famous Chantai tea factory. Also a piece of this cake. Yeah, our tea coin. It was a quite old project, small Pu-erh, Shu Pu-erh tea cake. There will be Chaoan aged Dansun tea, more than 10 years aged. Pu-erh Lao Oolong from Pu-erh, a wild source origin. And maybe some other teas, because I don't know how many people will subscribe this subscription, and each time I will introduce to you with a video like now today which teas will be in this packaging, and yeah, it will be all the time something collectible. Of course, you will have all the teas signed and some story about each tea, where it come from, how it was stored. It's all dry storage, because yeah, it's all stored now here in Amsterdam. Before, when I used to live in Russia, it was storage for a few years in Russia, and before it was in China, when I used also to stay there for a long time, to 10 years actually, before COVID. Yeah, so we had these teas that traveled from different destinations, different storages, and now it's based here in Amsterdam, where I'm actually based now. I can say that we have really a very specific selection, and I hope you will enjoy it because I really try to make each batch, each subscription quite specific. So maybe next collection will be mostly focused on aged maybe red teas and Pu-erh, maybe oolong, and each time we will have for sure Shen, because mostly I collected Pu-erh, and if you are Pu-erh lover and aged tea lover, for sure this subscription is for you. If you like aged oolongs, I think too, and maybe if you like lighter teas like green, red, lighter oolongs, maybe this type of subscription will be not for you. Maybe we will develop something else later, but for now we are focused on this aged Shen, aged oolongs, aged Pu-erh, maybe some interesting experimental teas, and some all the time kind of samples from myself, because I have so much tea to share. And also the most interesting part, not necessarily each selection, each subscriber will have equal tea, because some teas I have, like, for example, like only one cake, 357 grams. And it means that if you have more subscribers, it means I will take something else, but of the same value for sure. Yeah, actually, just to show, I have also this Long Ma. It's also Chantai, quite old, great Pu-erh from 2007. Yeah, and many others. Actually, most of the teas here 15 plus years aged. Also, for sure, I will add something really old, because I have all the time something like that. Later we'll develop the collection. Now I'll go to China and also later to Taiwan to increase the amount of specialty. And all of you who have participated in my events and who are willing to have something really rare and something interesting, also to amaze yourself through the tea and through the fragrances and taste and diversity of tea, I think it's a great choice for you. I will try to, meet your expectations, and of course I appreciate any feedback. Please leave the comments below. Maybe you have some advices and what do you want to see in such a subscription. I really appreciate if you subscribe. We will have a subscription plan for 3 months. Firstly, you can also continue later if you want. If you like it, I will try all of my best to satisfy everyone who support us through this action, because I really appreciate, and I just only can promise you all the profits we have from the subscription. It will be invested back to the collecting and searching for some really specific types of tea, which we don't put in our basic assortment of teas, which are still quite interesting. And I can say we have in basic assortment also very interesting aged Shens, Taiwanese storage Shens, which I really like a lot. And I can really just recommend it for sure. And of course our oolongs and reds and many other teas. But here we talk about different topic. So I just want to have some very specific benefit to those who appreciate us a lot and to help us with the subscription-based kind of support. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time, and will be very thankful for your feedback and all the information about subscription and the first subscription button here in the link. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Drink great tea.